just making a little hot chocolate because it is freezing cold here. So I thought I should have something while I'm in the office to keep me warmed up. I've got the heat dish on in there. Well, let's just see who is all here. Chris is on in the UK. Oli is on in Poland. Ron is on in Washington State. Ida Marie's on in DC. 10 degrees in Falmouth. It is minus, well, it's minus 14, but with the wind chill, it's about minus 20 right now. And this is day 2 of this cold snap. So I'm going to enjoy, not Tim Hortons, but a little hot chocolate in a Tim Hortons ceramic cup. Stir that up a little bit here. Yeah, we're 1 week away from number 200. Hard to believe. Got a few items that have come in for the giveaway, so I'll be excited to have a winner next week and spin the wheel, see who's on. So make sure you plan to be here for next week so you can have a chance to win some of the gifts that have come through. Roger's on in Athens. Welcome, 14 degrees in Athens. Put my hands around this mug and warm up. Ashild is on in Norway. Welcome. Oh, and I do have a little croissant to finish up as well. I can tell you that the Unicorn Gang met this morning. We had our Zoom call. We have decided the new members, so tomorrow morning on my channel at 10 a.m. We're going to see, well, you can watch it on my channel, you can watch it on Jilly's channel, or you can watch it on Renee's channel. The same broadcast is going to go to everybody announcing the 4 new members. But thank you to everybody who applied to it. If you didn't get chosen this time around, your application will still be valid for April when we do it again. Marzi Cat's on, welcome. In South Carolina, 46 degrees. Alain's on in Montreal, welcome. Roger's been enjoying some rain. Charmaine is on in Maine. Carlo's on in Mexico. Welcome, welcome everybody. Lots of people. Just about to have dinner in Norway, okay? I suppose it's that time of day for you. I'm just having lunch, or I was just having lunch, those croissants. Now enjoying a nice hot chocolate. I'm sure Maine is just as cold as here in New Brunswick right now. 17 degrees in Mexico, very nice. It's like autumn. There we go. So I've even got the heat dish going on in the background there. We have heat pumps in the house. I don't tend to put on the electric baseboard heaters. So right now, upstairs, nice toasty warm because hot air rises. This level is kind of cold. Zero in Maine yesterday. 0 Fahrenheit, that is. Those of you who like sounds can hear me slurping the hot chocolate. Oh, Gary's on from British Columbia. 6 degrees there. With a little bit of rain. 37 Fahrenheit in DC. Oh, you've got some parcels arriving, Christopher. Is this Christmas gifts you've ordered? Charmaine got her first snow on Tuesday. Yeah, we got snow on Tuesday as well. Our first snow that stuck around as well for us. It's still out there. Marzi Cat, electric bill. Marzi Cat is Jane, right? I think that's the real name. Electric bill is highest in December and July. Hopefully you got some good things, Christopher. I'll show you outside. That's why my thumbnail is There you go. Thumbnail showed you through the plants, looking out into the snowy outside. I was working in Prince Edward Islands so I was there Thursday and Friday, and it was dreadfully cold. It was minus 26 when I woke up on Friday morning yesterday. My heat in my car is not working for some reason, or not working well. So I had a very cold training day and drive back home. Our house does have good insulation, so it's spacious. So where we have heat pumps blowing the air, it blows in a straight line. So when you get to the rooms that are outside that zone, it gets to be a little bit colder. And I don't have the heat on in the basement, which maybe I should pay to have that on, because then the heat would rise up onto this floor. Ah, perfect, Jane. Michael Bublé singing a concert for the Pope. Okay. What else did I miss there? Friday's an important holiday in Mexico. What's the holiday in Mexico on Friday? Oh, welcome, Stephen in Australia. Bits start dropping off. When is that cold? Luckily, no bits started dropping off, but my feet were frozen by the time I got home. So I went right into a hot bath to try to warm them up. Then I ate something warm. I drank another hot chocolate to keep me warm. And then I started to feel better after that. Hopefully I don't catch a cold. My father's got the flu right now, so we're kind of concerned about him. I'm going to go see him tomorrow, giving him another day of rest today. My sister was in to see him yesterday, so hopefully everything's okay. What stamps do I collect? I collect the world, but I really enjoy stamps that are unusual. So, you know, either made with a different type of material, maybe not paper, or a different shape, different sizes, like really large stamps I find are interesting. I got some metallic stamps from Bhutan not that long ago. They were really cool. I read about some silk ones. Those are the sort of things that I really enjoy. But I like things that have a story, something that I can talk about. Thank you very much, Ida Marie. But yeah, as you can tell, I have stamps from all around the world back there, thanks to my father's collection. And so I've been building on that. And as I've been going through countries and telling the history, I kind of collect as many stamps from that country as I can to show off into the world. So yeah, a little bit of everything, if you will. But the ones that really stick out are the ones that are shape stamps, or unusual sizes, or unusual materials, or like the new croissant stamp that came out this year in France that actually smells like a buttered croissant. I think that's really awesome. Country pilgrimage to Mexico for a religious holiday on Friday. Okay, so Mexico City will be very busy. Well, it's already very busy being a massive populated city. Yeah, and I like the old engraved issues. So the newer stamps, as beautiful and as interesting as they may be, they are kind of like stickers. I like the ones that it took a plate block and they carved it out and did an etching and then created the stamp based on that. It doesn't even have to have a lot of different colors in it, even like a 1 or 2 tone color. I find it's really beautiful because the details are right there in the shading and the etching. Welcome, Mirja in Finland. She went to a meetup today for their Independence Day. Happy Independence Day to Finland. Special event happening at the President's Castle on TV. Okay. Carlos is talking about stamps. I finally found a place to sell canceled stamps. I'll try to find something. Well, thank you so much for that. Or whether they sell canceled stamps. Okay. Gary said he picked up the Imperial album from Stanley Gibbons, Volume 1, with issues from mid to 1928. And it came with 750 stamps. Nice. Monday is Immaculate Conception Religious Feast on. Okay. How far is PEI from Moncton? Well, PEI itself is only about an hour's drive. Where I was going in Prince Edward Island was about a 2-hour drive, a little bit more, depending on the weather conditions. It was cold, snowy, blowy. Roads were a bit icy, so I had to take my time, so it took a little longer. Elaine, welcome Elaine in England, putting her Christmas tree up. I still have to go get mine. I should have a bite of the croissant before it gets too cold. David's on in Nova Scotia. 3 degrees there. It's a little warmer for you by the coast. Or closer to the coast for you. Happy haircut day. An eating holiday. That sounds like a good idea, Carla. Gary's got her tree up, or his tree up already. A parcel sent to me. Oh, thank you, Elaine. I'll look forward to that. And Christopher's probably going to get his tree up next week. We still have to pick out our tree. We went and looked on my brother-in-law's property. Couldn't find anything at that point. We were going to still look. Those of you who know, we don't do a green tree in our house. We do a birch tree here with a bazillion decorations, which we're kind of waiting for my daughter to get home on the 16th to decorate. But we still have to pick it out, chop it down, put it up, and let it thaw out a little bit, and then it can start to be decorated. Carla will hopefully set her tree up next week as well. Should be with me in a few days. Thank you so much. Ron, you got all your capitals on, unless you're being angry at me. He ordered some world stamps from a dealer in Canada. Just got them today. It took 3.5 months to get. Wow, 3.5 months to get something from Canada. That's ridiculous. Hopefully you enjoyed what you got, though, because you ordered it. Charmaine sent an envelope with postcards. Are these postcards with pictures that you took? I love those ones. To be able to see the world through your camera. Steven's finished decorating his tree. Took a week. Gary got my polo card. Oh, the World Postcard Day card. Okay. Glad it has arrived. I see Wolfie Stamps had posted that he'd gotten one from me too. So it's interesting to see how long some of them are taking to get there. "48 days traveling for a post-crossing card." Yes, some of you have already received. Oh, okay, there's a new one, but some of them you sent me before. All right, well, I'll add them to the stock of cards going out. Who knows, maybe one of them will be picked on a Wednesday as the card that you guys get to decorate. I have a whole list of people that I've got to write now. So I'm hoping to get some. Glad you're not mad. And I apologize for being rude and eating and drinking in front of you folks. Yeah, hopefully Charmaine doesn't take that long for it to get here then. It is a croissant. Or at least it's a half a croissant now. Nice and light and flaky. Just a plain butter croissant. That's right. You guys could be eating and drinking on. I can't see you guys, so you got a chance to see me. It's very nice. I like a pastry. And this particular croissant smells like a stamp. Yes, it does, from France. hot chocolates. Well, Jane, I don't mind receiving Christmas cards in the spring, too. It's just nice to get videos. Zilda, you just had a cold? Is that what you're saying? Hopefully you feel better now. Or you just had cod. You're just eating. Oh, because it's your supper time, of course, right. Okay, now everybody's eating. Gary's having his breakfast. All right, well, I don't feel so bad eating in front of you guys if you guys are all out there typing while eating. No, Charmaine, I can't hear her. She must not be purring loud enough. Dakota is purring away. Yeah, I know cod well. There's from Newfoundland. There's the big cod fisheries here on the East Coast. Whitefish. I'm the cop from Breaking Bad, am I? Okay, I haven't got my royalty check. I wish I did. Carla's going to the beach in 2 weeks with her family. Must be nice to live in a place that you can go to the beach in December. Stephen can relate, I'm sure, and Isabel in Chile. But it'll be nice for you to have a vacation. In 2 weeks' time, I'll be on vacation too, but I'm not going anywhere. I take the last 2 weeks of the year off because my whole family will be home, so it'll be nice to celebrate Christmas with everybody home. My brother's even going to come visit from Toronto for a few days. So we'll have a unicorn video come out tomorrow. We'll have some stamp videos probably on Monday and Tuesday as well. People still need to go check out Stamp of the Month and get involved in that new giveaway. Great prizes there. Yes, I can go to a beach. I can go to the beach anytime in New Brunswick. It's just a matter of how much snow and ice will be there to greet me. I've never done the polar bear swim. I know lots of people do on January 1st. Yeah, Charmaine can go to the beach too in Maine. We've got lots of beautiful beaches. It's just a matter of what you'll be greeted by when you get there. I know when I was crossing the Confederation Bridge yesterday, there was warning signs on the bridge about the high winds that were there, but the white caps of the crashing waves against the bridge and the shoreline were just incredible. If I wasn't driving, I would have liked to have taken some pictures and videos of it. It looked amazing. This is Jane, yes, this is Daya's senior year in university, so she'll be done in the spring. And then on to other things, I suppose. She's working full-time now, but she's going to be looking for things in her field as well. Stephen says he can relate. Christmas at the beach is very Australian. Not that he usually goes to the beach on Christmas Day. Too busy eating at home. If it's a choice of eating or going to the beach, I'm going to be eating. So, good choice there. Yeah, beautiful beaches in Maine by Ida Marie. We're missing Monty here so far today. And we haven't seen our Indian friends, Basil and JC Joe. Yeah, the bridge sides are high. Now, in the morning, it was closed to high, like to transport trucks and vehicles that were boxes. So by the time I crossed, so it was better. Yeah, I guess, Christopher, you can go to the beach. You're right there as well in Falmouth. Oh, Yankees on in Turkey. Welcome. Hey, you're lucky. You go to the beach every day to walk your dog. So next week, 200th live stream giveaway, 13th of December, 12 o'clock Atlantic Standard Time. Hopefully all of you guys can be here, and we'll put together a spinning wheel to give out the prizes. Stephen, the snow on Christmas Day is great. The other days we could do without it. Now, perhaps when I'm retired, I'll feel differently about it, when I don't have to go out and work in it. It seems like we've been talking about the 200th for months and months, and then now we're 1 week away from it. Jenna Wegner. Jenna. I remember the name. I'm trying to picture where you are in the world. You're not in Germany, are you? Gary's about a half-hour drive from the ocean in Surrey, yep. Oh, you're getting a little snow right now, Charmaine? Nothing here yet. Tomorrow we might get a little more. Just a couple centimeters, maybe. 5 degrees and raining in Helsinki. No, not in Germany. In the US, Jenna. Carlos, 3 or 4 hours away from the beach. Jenna, you might have to fill me in again exactly where you're located. I've forgotten. I apologize. You're not in the US either. It's going well, Yankee. Thank you. Just a little cold. You're in Canada. Jenna in Canada. All right, what province are you in, Jenna? Good morning, Renee. Welcome. Fellow Unicorn member making an appearance there. The famous Renee Lewis. You're in Alberta. Jenna Wagner in Alberta. I've forgotten. I'm sorry. How long has it been since you've been on a live stream? Charmaine's been to Alberta. Yeah, Renee's advent calendar videos are really good right now. Seeing all the things that her friends and her family have sent. And Renee Smith Scout is Christopher in Falmouth. That's the connection there for you. 11 degrees for Stephen early in the morning. Still in your sweaters or your jumpers. I've been 2 months. Okay. My old brain has forgotten. I apologize, Jenna. Hopefully everything's well for you out in Alberta. What's the weather like there right now for you? Are you in a bit of a cold snap yet? Do you have snow on the ground? My pleasure, Renee. Just wanted to put those two things together because I know you know Christopher. Ron had a little bit of snow this morning with 50-mile-an-hour winds. Now you've got mud. Gary used to work in Edmonton, Alberta. Minus 40. Yeah, that's pretty cold. You've got lots of snow on the ground. Are you in northern Alberta? Are you towards the Rockies or further away towards Saskatchewan? Yes, you. You're close to the Rocky Mountains, okay. Lower area of the Rocky Mountains towards Banff, or northern towards Jasper, or even further northern than that? Jenna. Minus 40. Burr. I was complaining when it was minus 26 yesterday in Prince Edward Island. And today it's minus 14 with the wind chills minus 20 here in Moncton. So I like it when it's warmer. Stevens experienced minus 48 in northeast China at one point. We've had some cold days. Days like this that are cold, just rather stay inside, but in a room that has heat. So it's not so bad in the office now with the heat dish behind me, with the hot chocolate, with the croissant. I'm feeling much better. Oh, and for those of you who are wondering about stamp versus stamp, I talked to Smokey the other day. Excuse me. And I think we're going to hold off till 2026 to resume that. There's just a few things on the go. Minus 48, and then the wind starts to blow, and yeah, it gets cold. Whitecourt. I'll have to look that up on the map later. Actually, I can look it up on the computer. Young Keith's coldest experience was minus 15 in Anchor. Yeah, I think day 3 of the Advent calendar is when she drank the hot sauce. Yes, you're quite, well, you're in the middle of your province. Middle to northern part. I see you now. All right, I know where Whitecourt is now. I don't believe I've ever been there, though. I know I've never been there. I've been to Jasper. I've been to Edmonton. I've been to Calgary and Banff, Lake Louise. Yeah, Jane complains about the warmth in July in South Carolina. There's probably a happy medium somewhere in between. Like, I mean, the Maritimes in the summertime, it gets pretty hot here too. We can touch on 40 degrees some days. Usually in the 30s, mid 20s, that's the nice sweet spot. Oh, Isabel's on in Chile. Welcome. Minus 50 must be warm. It's still cold. And it gets to a point where cold is cold no matter where you are. And after you get to that temperature, it's just plain cold all the time. Just getting caught up with all the hellos to Isabel that have been popping on. All right, so let's who do we have on the? We've got Norway represented. We've got Finland represented. We've got the UK represented. We've got the US, Canada, Mexico, Chile, Turkey, Australia. Have I missed a country that we've got? We're missing Sarah in Germany today. Spent a lot of time in Jasper. That's very nice. It's a beautiful place. And Isabel's got a 23 degrees there. Must be nice. -40 gets to the stage where you can't put enough clothes on to stay warm. Sometimes, yeah. Oh, welcome, Mark. Mark's on in the UK. Thank you very much for the well wishes. Olia from Poland. Yes, I forgot all about Poland. I need a pin map. All right, Jenna. Well, thank you so much for popping on and reminding us about where you are in the world. I appreciate you watching and jumping on from Alberta. So thank you. Stay warm out there. I have one little bit of croissant left. Thank you, Yonki. You got 2 meetups coming up. That's great. Not much is up. Just chatting with everybody from the community. Thanks for joining. Roger, I don't understand your comment. You'll have to explain. Well, so you've got one coming up on the 8th and another one on the 20th for meetups, okay? Hopefully lots of people are there. Yes, next weekend is the December stamp show, so I'll be back again there next Saturday. And I know I talked to Kyler when I was in Prince Edward Island, so he's planning on being there if the weather permits. Going to finish the crumbs on my plate. There's a few left there. I might. But they're not going to get any warmer, so that's all right. There's no rush on that. That's good. Keep up the good work. Stay strong. I think we've got the weather from around the world pretty well represented. Just need Lewis in Africa. Have some representation there. Kind of missing our Asian representation too. I don't know, Eric in Hong Kong or Joe and Basil in India. Sometimes we have some people on from the Philippines that are watching in the background. I'm not on Discord or Blue Sky, no. heard of Discord. I don't even know what Blue Sky is. Oh, you're speeding up your computer, are you, Roger? That's what you mean on Wednesday? Yeah, hopefully full representation of people on next Saturday. That'd be awesome. Maybe we can break 30 people being on here at one time. Well, hopefully with your faster internet speeds, Roger, things will be easier for you. So Blue Sky is another Twitter type platform, or X, or whatever you want to call it. I'm not on that either, so. My main ones for communicating are Instagram, YouTube, and a little bit of Facebook. So mostly if you want to get a hold of me, it's on Instagram. Or if you comment on one of my videos, I'll respond to that. Oh, I didn't know there was a Christmas stamp. I still have to go through and check, Stephen, the brochure you sent me. I started looking at the Year of the Horse stuff at the front and some of the Cars ones. But yeah, I didn't notice the Christmas stamp. So Christmas Islands, did they put stamps out again this year too? When I was in Prince Edward Island, the hotel room I was in, the heat wasn't working. And so they put 2 space heaters in. But if you ran them both at the same time, it flicked the switch and killed the power. So that happened twice. I had to call the front desk. This room is not heating up. The heater doesn't work. So they did eventually move me to a different room, but I was frozen. And I don't drink coffee, but they had free coffee in the room. So I ended up making 2 of them to try to stay warm. So they finally put me somewhere else. Oh, Dawood's on. From Dawood's World of Stamps in Poland. Welcome. He was last month's winner of Stamp of the Month. No Christmas Island stamps at Christmas time. That doesn't seem right at all. Oh, Mindy's on in Nova Scotia. It's hot chocolate. It's almost all gone now. Welcome, Mindy. Your brother lives in the middle of nowhere, but he has better internet than you do? That's not right. Yeah, Dawood's a 2-time winner now. We've had 2 of them that have won twice. So a lucky guy. You need a coffee, Mindy? Are you just getting up? You've been on vacation. Does that mean you're going back to work tomorrow? Hopefully you got everything accomplished that you wanted to on your vacation. Dawood doesn't need to buy a lottery ticket. He's already won twice. He's a winner. But it is Saturday the 6th. Charmaine, I'm with you in that boat. I hardly win anything. Oh, you gotta go back tomorrow. All right, well, enjoy your last day of vacation. You can buy a lottery ticket in the US and win a big amount of money. Oh, he already has a lottery ticket. I'm assuming, Christopher, you mean with his luck he needs to buy you a lottery ticket, not with his look? I think we could all use a few $1,000,000, could we not? I'd be happy with just one. Who needs a few? But one would take care of a lot of stuff. Adam Marie's never been lucky but buys them anyways. I guess you can't win if you don't play. You had luck in a TV show? What was the TV show and what luck did you have? Gary says he prefers Canadian lottery wins. You get all the money, no tax. Yeah, no tax up here on lottery wins. $820 million lottery prize, Ron. Wow. Even if you get taxed half of that, 410, and get you quite a few things. Roger bought a Euro scratch ticket and 110. That's a pretty good return on your money. Oh no, Mindy, you still haven't gotten your phone yet. That sucks. Christopher plays the lottery, but they haven't won big before. That was on a Polish TV called Crosswords. How did you do? There, I'm all done. The hot chocolate was more like chocolate milk by the end. I let it cool down too much. I guess I've had it for 40 minutes now. Are those stamp shops still there under the big mosque? Young Key, do you know? Mindy, have you called Pure later to find out what's up with your parcel? What kind of hot chocolate? That was just a Carnation's powder. So I had used our coffee maker and just poured hot water through it and just put the Carnation's powder at the bottom. I didn't even add marshmallows this time. Wow, Mindy says there's a firefighter 50-50 lottery in Halifax. Gets up over $1 million every week. So the winner gets $500,000. That's awesome. There's a 50-50 food bank one that happens here. Lottery doesn't get nearly as large as that. Sometimes around $100,000. But we pay for that in a year in advance. It's the only lottery I really play. Is not really a lottery because it's just giving to the food bank. But I've never won. Gary says the lottery 649 is up to 38 million tonight. Dawood said he had luck in one regular episode and final. Not big money, but a great experience. That's great. I hope you recorded your time on television. Lottery winnings in Australia are tax-free. Yeah, Carnation hot chocolate, old school. That's me. I'm an old guy. So there are a few stamp shops there in Turkey. So your parcel has just gone in limbo for right now. Hopefully they find it. Carnation instant milk. Yeah, it's not Carnation instant milk. That's something different. You were eating with the volume down on the... Are you watching it as a family, Oslid? Yeah, I remember the 50-50 during the World Series got massive, 25 million. That's amazing. Yeah, a lot of people need to have food banks to help them get by these days. Amish chocolate milk, delicious. I've never had Amish chocolate milk. Well, hello back to your mother. And to anybody else who's watching in Norway. Thank you so much for watching. And for commenting on the videos and for liking the Instagram posts. I appreciate all of it. Ankara has a stamp museum in Turkey. And you had a meetup there too. A nice location. Pomelo for desserts. Now I gotta look up what a pomelo is. Is it a fruit? Yes, a fruit. That's what I thought. Strawberry and blueberry milk in the Amish country. Interesting. Charmaine said used to mix the carnation instant milk with regular milk to try to... My mother used to water down some of the stuff too, and try to make it last longer. Yeah, big citrus fruit. I see that. Kind of like a cross between a watermelon and... not a watermelon. A grapefruit and an orange. I see them in the grocery store. I've never had one before. Are they tart? Are they sour or are they a sweet fruit? Well, I hope, Mindy, you get your phone back. Euro Millions lottery is at 125 million. That's a nice lottery too. 125 million euros. That'll buy a few Christmas presents. Very, very nice and sweet. Okay, I'm going to the groceries today, Uslid. I'm going to pick up a pomelo and try it, just on your recommendation. I've seen them all the time. I've never gone to get one because I never knew what it was like. So today I'm going to try it. I will. I'm going to buy one today. Dragon fruit is tasty. That's another one I've seen in the grocery store, but I've never had it. Now, when picking out a pomelo, is there a certain softness or firmness you have to do to know that it's ripe enough on the inside? When I start eating them, I won't be able to stop. I'm going to explode if I just keep eating them. Mindy's never even tried avocado. You know what? Carla and Isabel recommended avocado to me, and I did try one. Because I've had guacamole. I've had things that have been made with avocado, but I hadn't eaten one straight yet, and then I did. That was my response. I think it should be heavy. Okay, so look for the heavier of them ones to know if they're ripe. Renee likes pomelos as well. Getting some good recommendations. We're on the food portion of this talk again. Always makes me hungry. Charmaine loves avocados. Lots of people have avocado on toast. Ida Marie's a big fan of avocados. You think it's like a mild grapefruit taste. Okay, so it does have a bit of tartness to it. I love grapefruits, but I also put lots of sugar on them when I'm eating them. When it's heavier, it's more juicy. Okay, that's good to know. I will weigh them out. And and hopefully not look like a pervert in the grocery store holding pomelos in my hand trying to figure out which one is heavier. You like them or you don't when it comes to avocados? Yeah, probably. Jane's getting hungry with all this food talk. That's what happens when you get onto these live streams on Saturday. You either have to eat before you come on, or like you guys have been saying, you've been eating while we're on here. Because once we get talking about food and delicious desserts and Christmas treats and amazing suppers that you guys have in all sorts of different countries, it makes you really hungry. Christopher likes guacamole. I love guacamole too. It's a nice treat just to have chips and guacamole. Yeah, I'm always happy to be a mediator. If you want me to send off, or Yankee, Stephen, you probably can reach him directly on Instagram too. Costco does sell some tasty guacamole. Gary doesn't like the texture of guacamole. Well, there you go. Some people do, some people don't. All right, Jane, come on up. You can prepare the brunch right here, and then I can enjoy it. And you can enjoy some cold weather while you're here. Charmaine enjoys Mexican food in general. I love food from around the world. I'd like to visit Turkey too. U.S. has no special holiday foods that you can think of. What about July the 4th and hot dogs? Nathan's hot dogs. I don't have an advent calendar with chocolates. I do have this little advent calendar that Julianne from Germany sent me that I've been opening the windows each day for. But that being said, we do have an advent calendar that my son opens and my daughter will participate when she gets home the last few days anyways, that has candy in it for them. And they have a box that has a little toy in it every day too. From Pop Figures. Gary says his daughter can't have cilantro. It tastes like soap to them. Interesting. Ooh, a guy in a foreign food shop gave you a gift. What kind of gift? Maybe he's sweet on you. Stephen's wife has an advent calendar with chocolates in it. I've been to Coney Island to Nathan's as well. I've not been there on July 1st for your, or July 4th for your hot dog eating contest, but I have been to Nathan's in Coney Island. No, he's not sweet on you. All right, well, at least he gave you a gift. That's nice too. Oh, Mindy's got a Pokemon advent calendar. Oh, you were going to leave it sealed? What's the point of that? Then you're not going to know what the surprises are. Media definitely has an advent calendar with chocolates. That's what you should. Gary's got the Lint advent calendar. So 4 people, you have to take turns. You're not going to get very many days. You take turns. You should have bought 4 advent calendars. Then you could each have chocolate. Ron gets avocados on sale, slices them, and then freezes them for later. Interesting, okay. Ida Marie loves Coney Island. He gave you a big bottle of multivitamin juice. Is that a real present? I hope he wasn't telling you a message that you look sickly and you need multivitamin. You might take that as an insult. Ask him if you can exchange it for a nice chocolate bar instead. Chocolates on stamps, that could be a good theme. It'd be hard to find those stamps though, but chocolates on stamps would be a good theme. Or stamps that smell like chocolate. I'm restarting a seaside postcard collection, okay? Yeah, maybe he thought you needed some vitamins. That's what I was saying. That's an insult. Steven says he's not sure that he would say that cilantro tastes like soap, but he doesn't like the taste. In China, they covered everything with it. I see, Christopher, you sent some images on there. I'll look at them later on. If I click on them now, then the live just goes, well, it stops basically. Item relays, cilantro. Yeah, usually the only time I really, cilantro and Indian food as well sometimes. But it's good in moderation to me. Take it or leave it. I had a really good sandwich. I was out with Kyler on Thursday. We went for lunch, and I had a chicken and brie with apple slice toast panini. It was delicious. Love the combination. Isabel says in Chile they put cilantro on everything too, and she doesn't like it. Pumpkin pie on Thanksgiving Day is a treat in the U.S. Oh, we just got a package of old postcards last night. Okay, that'll be nice. Arugula is a bit peppery for you. Don't like arugula? Yeah, you guys all want to meet up in Moncton and have a celebration on the 13th? That'd be fun. Some of your plane tickets would be very, very expensive to get here. Oh, you have Kinder Advent Calendar. Do you, Christopher? Does cilantro taste like soap to Mindy, too? Yeah, I'm sure it'd be amazing to see all those different postcards if they're all vintage postcards. This packet that I got from Kyler. I'm mentioning Kyler a lot in this video. He said he went through his postcards and he had all of these extras. So we've got some vintage ones in here too. Some boats, some seaside ones, places from Prince Edward Islands. All sorts of nice older postcards, a couple shaped postcards. So they will be added to the bucket of postcards. Ida Marie said she'd be there for a food meetup in Moncton. Charmaine could drive here, yep, but wouldn't be great this time of year to do it. If you like Oslo, the stamps are great. If you're going to send Norwegian stamps, that would be amazing. Gary doesn't mind cilantro, but just his daughter can't eat it at all. Vintage stew is early 1900s, yeah, so I probably have some of those too in here, but yeah, it was a nice gift. He gave me those. He gave me some African stamps and that really nice sheet I showed you on Friday too from Bhutan. The seeds of cilantro plant are called coriander. There you go. Thanks, Ron. Stephen says he'd love to be there. I'd have to bring my wife, and I may not be able to get her to come back to Australia since you have snow. Well, bring your wife, bring your spouses, bring your significant others, bring your mistresses, whatever you want. It'd be a great time to get together. I'd love to be able to plan that and have a meeting like that, but realistically, not many of you would ever be able to get to Moncton. But who knows? Maybe this channel will grow enough that one day someone will want to come to a That Dad Guy meetup. Yeah, you could bring Dakota too. We could have a polo meetup. Have a night supper and then he'd be awake. He's getting a little older though. He's moving a little slower now. Christopher, if he wins the lottery, get everybody there. That would be very nice. I don't know what Yvonne would think of you giving away all his money to, or all her money too, to travel. David would be there. He'd come up from Nova Scotia. Jane would bring her cat, Marzi. Stamps that depict CDs. I bet you there are stamps on CDs. Actually, I think that there were Canadian ones that had CDs on it. We've put out some musical artists and things, and well, they might have been a vinyl. Might not have been a CD, but yeah, now that I think about it, I think they were records. Last time you got here, you got to Dieppe bunkers. Okay, for those of you who don't know the difference between, I work in Dieppe, that's where my post office is and my route, but I live in Moncton. They're sister towns. They are 10 minutes from each other. Well, depending where you're standing, they could be seconds from each other. Abby Austin came all the way from Norway for a meetup. Be cool. Bhutan's got the coolest stamps. What do you need for theme at the moment? For stamps for the theme, this month is places of worship. Next month I haven't made public yet. There are a few people that know about it. There you go. The cats can play together if they get together. Something buildings. Yeah, churches, mosques, synagogues, temples, shrines. All those sort of things are on. All that architecture on stamps. That's what this month is. I'd love to have the money to be able to travel the world too, and to be able to go to all your wonderful places too, and to meetups that way. Oh, if you were sending something in, my giveaways are at the end of every month. So we're the 6th today. You've got roughly 3 weeks to get here. If you write to me on Instagram, if you want to know the theme things going forward, you can send me a message if you want to contribute to it. I can tell you in advance what they'll be too, if you like. You would definitely be there if your tickets didn't cost half your. And I'm sure it's not cheap to travel from Turkey to here, nor would it be for here to there. What items are you after? I generally just give away stamp things. So sometimes people send in postcards, and so I do have some postcards in the giveaway too of places of worship this month, but it's mostly stamps. I want things that can fit in an envelope, a thin envelope. I don't want it to be big and bulky, because if it is, sometimes I can't ship it or it's too expensive to ship. So I don't want it to cost me a fortune to be able to mail things out. What happened to all the calling? Well, I have it right up there. I have a whole pile of it. I just haven't gotten to a point where I can do the giveaway for it yet. I don't know what, I'm kind of stuck at it right now. Things stop coming in, and I don't know if I should just do a video and say, those of you who are interested in the giveaway, put your name in for it, and then do a draw. I mean, maybe that's what I should do to wrap that up. I wanted to continue to promote artists by doing that, but things just kind of stopped, and other things started to fit into place, just like my Meet the Neighbors. I still want to get some more videos out on that. Just haven't had the time to do everything. Yeah, I'm giving away stamps. If you go to my Stamp of the Month video, this video came out on the 2nd of December. You'll see already the stamp and postcard contributions in the giveaway, and what you need to enter. So yeah. Jeremy thinks that'd be a good idea. All right, I will look at that. I don't know if it'll be before the end of the year or if it'll be a January thing, but we're going to wrap that up with the stuff that I do have here because I have some great pieces of art that people sent in. I've got postcards that Olia has created and sent in, that Charmaine you've created and sent in. So there's a bunch of different things that are up there that I'd love someone to get to enjoy, or multiple someones to enjoy. Gary said he purchased Solomon Island collection last week. Need to transfer it to new pages and old smell of cigarettes. Oh, yuck. Yeah. You want it to be clean for your collection. Item Marie says she's got a contribution coming this week for Stamp of the Month. Thank you. Pretty soon we're going to have just as many people contributing to Stamp of the Month that are participating to try to win it. Yes, if you'd like to send stuff for the giveaway, you're more than welcome to do so. Like I said, just reach out to me on Instagram, and I'll let you know the themes are coming up. That way it'll give more time for you to mail to get here. Yep, that can be part of the prize, yep. Usually when people mail it in, they just rate on the little packet they have inside saying for the giveaway. So long as it makes it in time before I mail it off to the winner, everything will be great. That's why usually the people that regular contributors like Stephen in Australia, he knows, and Ida Marie know, they know months in advance so they can put together things and have it in the post so it makes it here in time. I do have to get on top of creating some themes for February and March. And you guys have lots of great ideas that come out. So. Excuse me. Wow, we're over an hour now. I probably should be wrapping this up and let some of you guys get going. Yeah, there's Charmaine's already talking about get going. I do collect first day covers, yeah. I have a few of them around, and I have a collection to show you guys, all the ones that came out this year in Canada. All right, now that we're 67 minutes into this live stream, I'm going to let you guys go. Some of you probably will reach out to me on Instagram, and I've got some stuff Christopher sent that I'll have to check out as well. So thank you so much. And I got a video to get ready to put out for tomorrow so you guys can know who the new members of the Unicorn Gang will be on our first expansion. That's it for now. Have a magical week, everyone.